Shohei Ohtani just dropped a bombshell, and it's sending shockwaves through the MLB. A massive update on his Dodgers contract has leaked, revealing he turned down a mind-blowing 15-year offer to sign a shorter 10-year, $700 million deal. Why? Ohtani wants to stay at his peak and give the Dodgers more financial flexibility. This isn't just smart, it's game-changing. And if that wasn't enough, he just blasted a clutch 3-run homer to cap off LA's wild comeback win over the Diamondbacks. What does this mean for the Dodgers' future? Let's break down what just happened and why it matters. Before we jump into today's thrilling story, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more jaw-dropping updates from the baseball world, especially when it comes to legends in the making like Shohei Ohtani. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. What Shohei Ohtani is doing right now in Major League Baseball isn't just rare. It's historic. It's mesmerizing. It's the kind of thing that future generations will look back on and talk about in awe. And in a recent clash that will be remembered for years, Ohtani didn't just play, he became the moment. In a showdown against the Arizona Diamondbacks that had everything: pressure, drama, adrenaline, Ohtani stepped up to the plate in the 9th inning and delivered an absolutely clutch 3-run homer that sent shockwaves through the stadium and across the baseball world. That home run didn't just put runs on the board, it single-handedly changed the course of the game, turning what looked like a heartbreaker for the Dodgers into a 14-11 miracle comeback. It wasn't just another win, it was their league-leading 14th comeback of the season, and once again, Ohtani was at the center of it. This isn't coincidence. This isn't luck. This is the work of a once-in-a-century kind of player whose impact goes beyond the scoreboard. Ohtani continues to dazzle not only with his immense power at the plate, but with the timing and drama that only the greatest performers in sports history can conjure. It's the kind of baseball magic that reminds us why we watch the game in the first place. Let's break down what made this moment so powerful. Heading into the 9th inning, the Dodgers were staring down the barrel of a frustrating loss. The Diamondbacks had given them everything they could handle, putting run after run on the board, challenging every pitcher who took the mound, and keeping the pressure on throughout the game. The Dodgers, though stacked with talent, were struggling to close the gap. But that's when Ohtani, as he's done countless times before, stepped into the spotlight and showed the world why he's considered not just the best in the league, but perhaps the most versatile and dominant player in the modern era. With 2 runners on base, the count building, and tension reaching a fever pitch, Ohtani locked in. You could feel the energy in the stadium shift. It was as if everyone knew something incredible was about to happen. And then boom! He connected. A thunderous crack of the bat sent the ball soaring into the night sky. The fans rose to their feet as the ball rocketed over the fence, giving the Dodgers the lead and electrifying Dodger Stadium like a bolt of lightning. It was the kind of homer you see in highlight reels for decades to come. The kind that cements legacies. The kind that turns players into legends. That moment wasn't just about stats or standings, it was about belief, resilience, and the heart of a champion. It showcased everything that makes Shohei Ohtani a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. But what's even more fascinating is what's happening off the field. In recent days, stunning revelations have emerged about Ohtani's contract negotiations. And these revelations are telling us even more about who Shohei Ohtani is, not just as an athlete, but as a man, a teammate, and a visionary. Ohtani's agent, Nez Balelo, dropped a bombshell that's had the sports world buzzing. He revealed that Ohtani was actually offered a 15-year contract, 15 years, but he turned it down. Instead, Ohtani chose a 10-year, $700 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now let that sink in. He gave up 5 additional years of security, longevity, and potentially even more money. But why? Why would a player of Ohtani's caliber, someone who's already rewriting history books, make such a bold move? According to Balelo, the answer is as brilliant as it is selfless. Ohtani wasn't thinking just about himself. He was thinking about maintaining his peak performance for the entirety of his contract. He wants to dominate for every year of his deal, not coast through the final few seasons. More than that, he wants to give the Dodgers financial flexibility. Yes, you heard that right. The guy who just signed the largest contract in sports history wants to make sure his team can still afford to build around him, to chase championships, and to win as a team. That level of awareness and commitment is unheard of. It's easy to look at a $700 million contract and think, well, of course he's set for life. But when you dig deeper, you see that Ohtani's decision isn't about the money. It's about legacy. It's about greatness. It's about putting the team first and recognizing that the path to true immortality in sports isn't paved with dollars, it's paved with rings, championships, and moments that fans never forget. By choosing a 10-year deal, Ohtani has made it clear he's here to compete. He's here to win. He's here to give every ounce of his talent and energy to the Dodgers for a decade, and he's willing to sacrifice long-term security if it means his team can thrive in the short term. That's a rare mindset. In an era when athletes are often criticized for chasing massive contracts and prioritizing personal gain, Shohei Ohtani is flipping the narrative. He's showing us what true leadership looks like. This isn't just about being a good teammate. It's about setting a new standard for what it means to be a superstar. Ohtani is redefining what greatness looks like, not just with his bat and arm, but with his decisions, his values, and his approach to the game. He's elevating the entire league, inspiring young players to think bigger, to dream harder, and to work smarter. Now, go back to that ninth-inning homer. That wasn't just a display of power. That was a statement. A declaration. It was Ohtani saying, "I'm all in. Not just for me, but for the team, the city, and the fans." It's a message that resonates with anyone who loves the game. Because in that moment, you could see it all: the fire, the purpose, the unshakable will to win. That's what makes Ohtani more than just a star. That's what makes him a legend in the making. So if you're not watching every Ohtani at bat like it's history in the making, you're missing out. If you're not feeling that chill run down your spine when he steps up in the clutch, you're not paying attention. This is a player who might go down as the most influential figure of his generation. He's changing the game in real time. And he's doing it with humility, intelligence, and an absolutely unrelenting drive to be the best. The Dodgers are already reaping the rewards. They're winning games they have no business winning. They're putting up comebacks that defy the odds. And they're doing it with Ohtani leading the charge. That 14th comeback? That's not a fluke. That's a team that believes. A team that knows, with Shohei Ohtani in the lineup, anything is possible. Before you go, if you love baseball and you want to keep riding this wild, unforgettable journey with us, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Because every time Shohei Ohtani takes the field, we're witnessing greatness, and you'll want to be here for every second of it.